Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! The drama. Oh my God, the drama around the NAR commission lawsuit settlement. Oh, here are some of the headlines I've seen since Friday. Bunch of nut jobs. Dramatic impact on the real estate industry! Exclamation point. Home prices set to decline. Realtors take a big hit. Sellers no longer have to pay commissions. You know, none of this is really true, right? I mean, what do we say, right? You have 2 seconds to grab people's attention. I guess they learned how to grab our attention, right? So why all the drama? What the hell's going on? Well, let's take a look for just a second. At the risk of ruining everybody's entertainment, let's take a look at what actually happened, okay? NAR, the National Association of Realtors, just like we did at Century 21, settled the case, and oh my God, over $400 million. Like $400 million plus. I don't even remember the exact number, and who cares? Because when you divide that by 1.8 million members of NAR, you know what that cost? It cost $222.22 per member. Now, I don't know about you, but I would absolutely pay $222.22 to get these damn attorneys out of our life and let me get back to work. I do that all the time, unfortunately. Was it Shakespeare that said, first, let's kill all the attorneys? I mean, nothing against attorneys personally, but come on. This whole thing was about making attorneys rich. What actually happened? For $222 per member, NAR said, okay, fine. We'll make a couple tweaks to how we do business and go away and leave us alone so we can get back to work. Folks, that's what really happened. NAR agreed to remove buyer agent compensation from the MLS. That's awesome. I never liked the listing agent telling me what I could make, and it being a code of ethics violation, and in Georgia, a license law violation, for me to try to negotiate my commission, because sometimes I'd want more, and I think I could get it. I never liked that. So if you're going to remove buyer agent compensation from the MLSs, I say, well, that's good. I wish you'd done that a long time ago. They're going to require the use of buyer brokerage agreements. Okay. I mean, we require written listing agreements when we work with the seller. I think requiring a buyer brokerage agreement, I never really did it myself, but if I had, it probably would have saved me some miscommunication and a little heartache from time to time. So, fine. I don't really care. It's just another piece of paper that we're going to get signed. Why did it happen? Well, the underlying claim from the plaintiffs, as I understand it to be, was simply just there was a lack of transparency. Some sellers, the plaintiffs in this case, said, we didn't really understand who we were paying. We thought we were paying our listing agent. We didn't understand we were paying the buyer's agent. To which I would have said, oh, by the way, Judge, that's actually true. They were only paying their listing brokerage. And their listing brokerage chose, they could have chosen not to, but they chose to share that compensation with the buyer side agent. So I don't really understand where the lack of transparency claim came in. But again, I think that NAR just paid $222 per member to make this all go away. I would have done the same thing. What didn't happen from all this? Well, there's a whole bunch of things that didn't happen despite all the crap that's floating around out there. First, let me emphasize this. First, other than the code of ethics that they have, NAR has no power over you and me. Now, in many markets, I might say in most markets, NAR owns and operates the MLS system in that marketplace. But there's hundreds of MLS systems across the country. They don't own ours. First Multiple Listing Service and Georgia Multiple Listing Service are not owned by the National Association of Realtors. They're privately owned. I am a shareholder in FMLS. NAR has nothing to say about it. So their settlement doesn't impact our MLS systems at all. What do I think? I think we'll probably, as a standard course of business, follow it. And we probably will remove buyer side commissions from the MLS. Does it mean that the sellers aren't offering buyer side commissions? Doesn't mean that at all. Nobody said anything about that. The seller can or cannot offer to pay a buyer's agent. But wasn't that true a week ago? Wasn't it true a year ago? Aren't there people out there that some decide, most, the overwhelming majority, to pay agents to help them get the property sold, both buyers and sellers? But not everybody. Some people chose not to, and some people chose to pay a cheapie company to do it. There's been all kinds of choice. I don't think much changed. Just know this, NAR has no power over you or me. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be a member of NAR. Remember? We created an option for you. You can if you want to. Most of you that remain, you just like to go to the prom, right? That's what a lot of people say. Oh, I like to go to the prom. Dress up once a year and go. That's fine. I don't care. If you want to be a member of NAR, that's fine with me. We've got an option for you. If you don't want to be a member of NAR, I don't care. And we've got an option for that. Your choice. What else did not happen? There was nothing that says that now sellers don't have to pay a buyer side agent. That wasn't said at all. It's just not going to be offered in the MLS, to which I go, damn, I wish you'd done that a long time ago when I was still selling, because there's a lot of cases I could have done better. No, the buyers can still ask it, the seller can still pay it. It'll be a term of your contract now, much like everything else is. Because the seller asks $500,000 as their list price for the home, does that mean they're going to get it? No. In some cases, they get less. In some cases, they get more. We're going to negotiate it out. Closing cost, earnest money, closing date, where it closes, right? We negotiate all kinds of terms to the contract. Okay, so instead of the listing agent telling me what my compensation is going to be and me having to go along with that, now I'm going to ask. I'm going to negotiate what my compensation is going to be. And sometimes I'm going to have to take less because the situation demands that. And sometimes I'm going to make more because the situation demands that. Good. I kind of like that. So here's what we're going to do this week, folks. That's what happened, why it happened, what didn't happen. So watch out for all the drama that's going out there. And by the way, why all the drama, do you think? Well, the media makes money off of it. It's clickbait. They do, and they know how to write headlines to get you and I all stirred up and get our customers all stirred up, and they sell more newspapers and more clicks and whatever it is they're trying to sell. People not in the media, on the periphery, they're going to try to manipulate you. Watch what these national coaches do. Now, they're going to have a solution to this, and it could be the end if you don't take their program and pay them or join their group or whatever the hell agenda they have. And it's all over the place. You know, hopefully, you'll come to view me as your go-to trusted source, because I got nothing to sell you, folks. I get nothing out of manipulating you today. I'm just trying to tamp down the drama a little bit. But no doubt there are going to be all kinds of people out there whispering in your ear, trying to get you all stirred up. Why else all the drama? Well, some people are just know-it-alls. Have you ever found that? You know, people that I know barely got through high school, are macroeconomists, they are epidemiologists, and now they apparently are gurus when it comes to the real estate industry. It's amazing. You could barely get your ass out of high school, but now you're the smartest guy in any room, huh? And you just have opinions on everything, from COVID to real estate. But then your shit's almost never right, is it? And then, why else all the drama? Well, because of us. Real estate agents. You know, one of the things that drives real estate agents, me included, hey, maybe me at the head of the line, is the intensity of our emotions. Like, it drives us. It's hard to find a really good real estate agent that's not emotionally intense. But it makes us very susceptible to drama. It does. It works for us, and then it works against me. So here's what I want to say to you today. Each morning this week, we're going to dive into this, and we're going to explore individual situations that might be impacted from this to some degree. And you might say, well, how do I talk to my home buyer about this? And when do I have to get the buyer brokerage agreement signed? And what if it's this situation? And what if it's that situation? Every morning this week, we're going to dive into it. So jump on the calls with me. And send me an email and tell me about the particular situation that you could imagine that happened or that you're concerned about and how we're going to handle that. And I'll try to answer all these, okay? Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, come on. I've just seen this so many times in this business, and all the dramatic projections of what's going to happen to real estate agents. And all I know is today, after all that, we're still here and we're doing better than ever before. I kind of like these changes. I think they're going to be very empowering for you. I want you to stay out ahead of the curve. So we're going to talk about it each morning this week. Send me your worries, concerns, situations. We'll dive into it. And now, as you hang up, go out there and just make it happen for yourself today.